Your presence has been detected and recorded. Thank you.
Okay, so you've gotten your first customer, but you have no cleaning supplies. We're going to take care of that now. We're going to head to the dollar store and get all the stuff you need. Okay, so I went to the dollar store and this is what I got. I got bleach, a mop, I got some scrubbers, some furniture polish, some Ajax, some glass cleaner, a pumice stone, a scrubbing brush, some scouring pads, pine sol, and a duster. I've also got a bucket that I'll be using for carrying everything and for mopping. This mop is garbage. I haven't ever used one like this, but I'm judging it and I think it's garbage. It may be amazing. We'll find out. I'll have to wring it out by hand since for now this is going to be my mop bucket. Generally I have an actual commercial wringer that I have that's got wheels on it and that sort of thing, but for 20 bucks this is what you get. Same thing with the mop. I have some really good commercial heads and I will be doing comparisons of the heads. There's a lot of different types. So for the $20 startup, this is the kind that we're using. It's actually $2, so add that up. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with the $2 mop. So $12 plus a bucket. I guess if you had to buy a bucket, let's call it $13. And that is perfect because I was able to go to Goodwill and get a vacuum for $7, which I will be talking about next. Here is the vacuum I was able to get at Goodwill today. By the way, support your local Goodwill. It's a fine institution. And it sold me this fine beast, which is, as you can see, still full of somebody's goodies. It's a shark. In real life, I would know. Ooh, professional, look at that. In real life, I would use nothing but Dysons. Dysons have never failed me. I've had Dysons literally fall downstairs and be in car accidents, and they just keep working. This appears to be a fine machine. I'm gonna do some maintenance on it. I'm gonna change the filters, or at least clean the filters, and check to see if there's any buildup down at the bottom. So here is the vacuum that we just got at Goodwill. It was a deal for sure at $7, but here's why it was so cheap. It doesn't work very well, and I think this might be why. It's completely clogged up with hair, so the beater brushes, which are underneath all of this, don't have the ability to really get down and agitate the carpet, which is what sends the debris up into the vacuum. See, when this goes over your floor, this is the bottom of it here. When this goes over your floor, it's doing a couple things. It's beating it up with this brush. When it does that, what it's trying to do is flick and fling everything that's in the carpet into the air, anywhere but further down into the carpet. And that, along with the suction that's coming from in here, and we'll have to see what kind of suction we can get out of this thing, is what cleans the carpet. So it's a combination of agitating it with this and just beating the snot out of it and suction. So this is going to beat it up and the vacuum will suck it up. So we will do some maintenance on this guy and see if we can't take this to work. I love that it says professional on it. It's macho. Okay, so this is the vacuum that I got at Goodwill. I got it for $7, and as I showed you already, it's got some issues. Down here I've got a lot of hair built up in the beater brush. That's going to be an issue. This was full of trash and I emptied it out already. It's got some spots in here where I can see that I can take it apart, and I'm going to just to check it out and see if it's clogged or has any issues. First I'm going to start it and make sure that it runs and see what kind of power it's got as is. Okay, I'm going to take the handle off here. Turn the power on. I got some section. How many that weight? The 2-pound weight. I have a 2-pound weight here, and I'm going to try to pick it up with the vacuum. Really, your vacuum should be able to pick up about 2 pounds if it's going to get into crevices and be able to suck trash out. And we'll see what this one's got. Whether or not it can do it, I'm still going to use it because this is all I've got, and I'm not going to be able to clean without it. So for sure not able to pick up the 2-pound weight. I will clean it up and see if that helps at all. So I got the canister off. I'm going to clean that up separately. And this, oh boy, that's got some heavy use in it. I'm going to take this outside and beat it and get it cleaned up. I'm not going to rinse it out. I first want to check everything out and make sure everything's working okay. It's a little bit crusty here, so it's been used to vacuum in places that are wet. I'm going to take this outside, get it cleaned up, and then I'm going to come back in and clean out the beater brush. Okay, so I got the filter cleaned out, and I'm going to take this thing apart. I'm not real familiar with this machine. Oops, this is broken. That's no good. Make sure this hose is not clogged. I have studio lighting, but if you take yours outside, look in the sun, you'll be able to see through it. That one's not clogged. Let's see what else we got here. I'm not familiar with this machine. Like I said, I only use Dyson, but from what I can tell, I've got access to here and back here, which are the only spots in between the container and the floor that things can get trapped. Same thing with Dysons and most vacuums, especially this one is a professional. They'll have a lot of places you can take them apart and do that sort of stuff. Even the cheap ones, I know Walmart has them for what, $35, 34 bucks. They're not good vacuums, but it's a way to get going. Okay, now I'm going to all the junk of the vacuum, and it's a lot. I'm not sure if there's a belt or where the belt is. So while I cut all the stuff out of here, I want to talk about a couple of numbers. Your average house clean is going to be about $150. Some cleans are as low as $100. Some go up to $230. You know, they go up high, but your average is going to be about $150. So that's the number I'm going to work with. If you do one clean a day, that's $150 a day. That adds up to $750 a week. You'd only want to stay here long enough to get good at this, and then you're going to move right on past that. If you're doing two $150 cleans a day, that's $300 a day. Times 5 days a week, because you don't work weekends, that's $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month. And that's just on 2 cleans per day. 2 cleans a day is doable with one person, but not effectively. So you're going to have to hire some help. Now, for starters, and to use round numbers, you're going to pay your worker $10 an hour. It should take you about 4 hours to clean a big house, and we're going to use that number because you want to clean big houses. I could tell you all day long about how long it takes to clean small houses, but you don't want to clean small houses. You're going after the bigger fish. So that means you're going to be paying your worker about $40 per house. Times 2 houses, that's $80 paid out per day. Times 5, because it's only 5 days in a week that you're working because you don't work weekends, you're going to be paying out $400 per week. You're paying out $400, so that leaves you with $1,100 profit before materials. Now, these numbers will grow as you expand out and get more workers, more cleans. The end goal here is for you not to clean. The end goal is for you to be the boss and to go to each house and look at it, follow up with customers, do that sort of thing. You won't be doing the actual cleaning at the end of this. First, you're going to get good at cleaning. Then you're going to teach a couple of managers that you hire to get good at cleaning. And they're going to teach the new employees to get good at cleaning. And you're going to check up on everything and verify all of it. You're going to go to all the houses. You're going to talk to all the customers. You're going to check in with your supervisors. You're going to be in constant contact. You're bringing in $4,400 a month just on 2 cleans per day. Now, you should be getting those done in about 8 hours. So you're working just as much as the next guy. You're just making more money. Most companies or places where you go to work, you're not going to make over $4,000 a month in 8 hours a day. Not without a lot of schooling or something. So the beater brush is clean now. That will allow it to beat the carpets and send all the debris into here. I'll start getting this thing put back together and cleaned up. I'm not exactly sure what happened here with this broken part. I'll get that figured out. But this is free. The hose is clear. This looks like some sort of lock. It broke off somehow. Okay, I got that on. That wasn't too bad. It's broken but not destroyed. I'm going to clean this up a little more, but I want to see what kind of power I've got now. That's all cleaned up. This is what was inside the beater brush. I hit the filter up against my trash can, and I'm filming at night, so the street lights are on, and it looked like I lit off a fog machine in my neighborhood. So I'll see if I get any closer to this, regardless of whether or not I can pick this up. My Dysons can all do it easily. I can lift up a 4-pound weight with my Dysons, but if I can get this up, I'll be more than pleased. That's what you need, I think, to do a decent clean, so we'll see where we're at. Oh, long screw. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The shark does it at 2 pounds, the professional. Boom, you gotta be kidding me. 2 pounds? Alright, well, we'll see how it cleans. So I'm gonna keep cleaning this out. Suction is the name of the game, and the cleaner this is, the tighter all these seals are, the less debris that's in the edges there, the better it's gonna do for me. Look, there's just a ton of stuff in there that should not be. And this is all around the edge. There's dirt. See, look at that. There's a gasket in there. So yeah, there's actually a gasket in here. So this is going to make a difference, I'm sure. This gasket up here too. Oh yeah, that gasket's dirty. definitely cleaning up stuff while it's still wet. Using some Pine Sol. It'll do a couple of things. One is it'll make the house smell good when I vacuum it. Just help clean it up. There's a lot of little tricks to getting houses to smell good. Really, you could clean a house with mostly bleach and Windex, but people want to smell the house when they walk in and know that, you know, the cleaners have been there. So you want to use some heavy smelling stuff like Pine Sol or Fabuloso, or, you know, whatever it is you like, Spick and Span, as long as it's strong smelling. And there's things that you want to do, like when you do the windowsills. You got to do the windowsills anyway, but spray a lot of Pine Sol or whatever it is that you use. That's what I use, is Pine Sol. Spray the Pine Sol on the windowsills and stuff. That way, when the sun hits them and it warms that window up, it lets off the scent again and just makes it last longer. And that doesn't get touched a lot, so it doesn't get wiped away. I'm sure that the manufacturer would frown on me spraying it like this. Generally, I know for sure when I've called Dyson, they say to use compressed air to blow the stuff out. They don't want you to use any chemicals or anything on it. I do it anyway. Oh, see, comes some more apart. Another filter. Take that outside and clean it, but that's okay because I can get around this gasket. That's going to just make it stronger. I'm all the way down to the fan. I'm looking down in here at the fan. So there's the actual fan itself. That's where all the suction's coming from. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, more filters. Sweet. The more filters I can clean, the better. All this is going to be more suction. I'm going to take those outside and smack them around on a trash can or the curb or something. Oh yeah, this is all dusty in here. So much better. Okay, so I cleaned out these filters and they were incredibly dirty, but that's good because they're not. Whoa, all that suction goes all through right there. There's a lot to go through that spot. It's powerful. Alright, let's see how this looks. Whoa, sounds a lot different than what you're doing. Whoa, it's moving the whole thing. It's being powerful, it's moving itself. Got it. Oh, it's not pretty convincingly. Well, there you go. We'll see how she does. The Shark Professional. The new Dyson, you tell me. Can the Shark beat the Dyson? We're gonna find out. Subscribe and like, comment below and let us know what you think.